Americans today are becoming more and more involved in the habit of electronic smoking, more commonly known as vaping. Vaping companies are making more money off of the billion-dollar industry every day as their customer base continues to grow as more people become addicted to the nicotine products. Many people across the nation have differing ideas on what to do about this issue. The complete effects on human health are still unknown because it is a relatively new concept and still being researched. I believe that our country needs to have a stronger stance on underage vaping and take more control over the industry. I also believe that no one new should be trying vaping until the complete health effects are known. If a temporary ban on electronic cigarettes could happen, that would be one way to stop the health issues and allow for more research. To set some background on the issue for those who may not be familiar with the topic, the number of teens who vape has gone up in the past few years, just as the percentage of teenage cigarette smoking has gone down. The nicotine industry somehow found a way to keep customers hooked on an entirely new product. Through sleek designing and easy access or use, it was a no-brainer for many teenagers looking for something new and maybe even rebellious. 2018 studies showed that 26.7% of teenagers are vaping, even though smoking rates among teens was down to 7.6%. The new smoking of today grew immensely. But it is not just teens. It is estimated that 11 to 14 million Americans are currently vaping some sort of e-cigarette. With these numbers on the rise, it is clear to see that what America has is another generation becoming addicted to nicotine and damaging their lungs. Because if we are being completely honest, no good comes from any chemical or vape product going into your lungs. There are no health benefits associated with smoking or vaping. Some may be listening and wondering about the effects that vaping has on the body. Now, while the complete health effects of vaping are still unknown, what is known so far is nothing good. The known effects include popcorn lung or bronchiolitis obliterans, which causes shortness of breath and coughs and other various lung injuries, as some experts say. In 2018, there were 9 vaping-related deaths in the United States and around 530 lung injuries. A main concern for health professionals in the U.S. is the newer idea of vaping cannabis or THC oil, in which the main ingredient is marijuana or cannabis. People are now using this product instead of smoking because it's easier to attain, does not smell, and is a more modern and sleeking look to smoke out of a pen. The main ingredient that gets people worried in these THC vaping products is a chemical known as vitamin E acetate. This is the chemical that many health professionals believe is causing illness among the population. Aside from THC, another concern with regular nicotine products is that teenagers, for the most part, think that vaping is harmless. The problem with this is that since the effects are still unknown, this cannot be known for sure. My proposal, with all of the unknown factors involved with the subject, it is just purely unsafe and reckless to keep using these products made by vaping companies. Trained medical professionals and researchers still do not know exactly what is causing the illnesses, so what would make it okay for someone to ingest this into their body? Why is it legal in the United States if all we know that it does is nothing good for your body? My proposal for a solution is a temporary ban on all vaping products in the United States. This would do 2 major things for the issue. 1, it would give time to researchers to investigate what is causing the illnesses and deaths. 2, could possibly give a chance to teenagers to get off of the nicotine for a while and try to quit their addiction. This solution is very debated, but I believe it is the right way to go about the major issue. There are, however, some arguments for vaping that may convince some people to see a positive light on the subject. This argument is that some people who have smoked for years and have quit smoking and began vaping as a so-called healthier alternative to filling their lungs with smoke and tar. In a 2011 nicotine and tobacco research study, it was found that people who were stopping smoking cigarettes in as quick as 3 days after trying vaping products, and that other previous smokers were encouraging others to quit smoking and start vaping because it was seen as not as bad for you. Vaping companies also defended themselves with the same idea. The early slogan from Juul of "Make the Switch" backs up their statements in defense that they were hoping to combat cigarette use. All of this may have been successful. The smoking rate in the United States among teenagers was down to 7.6% in 2018, as previously stated, and the smoking rate for American adults was down to 14%, which is an all-time low. So while a temporary ban on vaping products would be an obvious way to combat usage among teens and put a pause on the issue until more is known, there are some people who do rely on the products to keep from reverting back to smoking cigarettes, which with the effects are known. All in all, I believe that vaping products do nothing but harm to public health, and the idea itself is our generation smoking, but nothing is being done about it. A temporary ban would allow the proper time to be taken and the work to be done to see what the issue is and possibly make the products safer or for researchers to find out that no good comes from the products.